Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I can't sleep and it is December 30th for me, 2025. And I have been browsing Reddit, Discord, so many emails and just so many discussions regarding price increases for 2026. And I just wanted to come on here and share some of the pens that I think would be worth it for you to buy before the price increase. Now, I want to preface this by saying you absolutely do not need to buy another pen, and I do not want to influence you to buy another pen that you can't afford. I think you should click away if you think you might fall into that category, because I don't want you to ever feel like you need to buy any more pens. You can go to Five Below and buy the pack of 8, these ones. You can go to Five Below if you're in the United States. Okay, I'm in the United States and that's where I'm going to be speaking from. But you can buy all of these for $5 plus tax, and they write extremely well. They do dry out a little bit, but with a little dip in water, they're perfect. You do not need an expensive fountain pen at all. This video is just, I can't sleep and I'm swirling in my head because, I don't know, I kind of feel like some people aren't aware that there's major price increases coming, and I just want to throw it out there for you guys to consider and to share some of my favorite pens that you might want to pick up before 2026. I know it's a very last minute video, and the other thing I want to say is that this is more meant for, like, say you were already looking for a pen and it's been on your wish list for quite some time and you're thinking about getting it in January or something. Well, you should probably get it in December, and here is why. I'm going to show you a few pens, and I'm also going to go over which ones I think would be best for you to purchase if you are wanting to be influenced. So at this point, hopefully you have clicked away. Otherwise, I cannot be blamed for you to be spending on your next pen. I know everybody just went through Christmas. You probably have already spent a lot, so I really don't want to be influencing you if you really think you shouldn't be looking for another pen before the new year. Anyways, so we're gonna just talk about 2026 price increases, and I will try to link things down below, but don't attack me if like these price increases don't happen, or if you think it's totally not from a good source. This is based on me, what I've been reading on Reddit, what I've been emailed, and what I've been reading on Discord. Okay, so 2026 price increases. The ones we know about are a 40% on platinum gold nib pens. And then that's going into effect January 1st, 2026. Sorry, my handwriting's gonna be awful. There is 10 to 15%, I believe. I don't know if everyone knows the percentage, but I was watching a Atlas Stationer's live stream, and I did type to them, like, do you know what percentage is going up? And they did say 40% for platinum. 10 to 15 is what they sort of mentioned for Pilot. But, like, you know, don't go and attack anybody for these. These are just kind of speculation. I know you can go on the Pilot, Platinum, and Sailor websites and translate based on the serial number for that pen. You can probably see the price in yen that's current, and then you can see the increase price. I will try to find those links and put it down below, but a lot of it was like, oh, you know, like I'm on Reddit and I click on some PDF that someone linked. So I'll try, but this is kind of like just a heads up video. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll get it out in time, honestly. I'm just kind of like, I can't sleep and I'm stewing. All right, whatever. So Pilot might be going up that price, and then Sailor is also going up. Pilot is January 1st, 2026. According to Endlesspens, I believe Sailor was January 15, 2025. But I could have sworn some people said it was February for Sailor, and then some people are saying January 1st for Sailor. So not really sure there. Endlesspens price increase. Okay, so they did a heads up Pilot and Sailor price increase in January. And they wrote, both brands have announced price increases that will reflect on the site by January 15. So that's for Endlesspens. But I swear I've seen other emails. Pen Boutique sent out an email saying January 1st? Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of all over the place, you guys. But Endlesspens is saying, we want to share an important update for those considering a Pilot or Sailor Grail pen. Brands have announced price increases that will reflect on the site by January 15. And we know that for collectors, timing can matter, blah, blah, blah. If you choose to pre-order now, your price will be locked in. And then, okay, so Endlesspens is saying January 15. Pen Boutique said Pilot is going up January 1st. So I would bank on January 1st for Pilot and then a little bit later for Sailor. Don't know about Atlas Stationers. Everybody's been saying Platinum January 1st. Okay, so some people have been saying, oh, it seems like the Japanese brands are the only ones who are raising prices, and that is not true. The TWSBIs, they already went up in price. TWSBI went up in price August 2025 based on the Atlas Stationers Discord. It's just that some brands, they don't really announce it, and I don't know, it's like a lot of brands obviously have just been increasing prices due to gold, due to tariffs, etc. But I want to highlight some of the other brands just because maybe you were saving money up for those. I don't know. Maybe they are doing it again, but to me, because they did it so recently, they're probably not. So TWSBI went up in August. Visconti, it went up in October. And then Pelican went up in October as well. So I don't expect these ones to go up anymore, but somebody on Reddit said Pelican's going up January 1st, and I couldn't find any more sources telling me that. So personally, I feel like they won't. Although, according to Pen Addict Slack, Platinum went up 40% already this year, and then they're going up 40% again. Anyways, so that aside, oh, and then Nahvalur, or Narwhal, Nahvalur, they have some models that are going up. Somebody posted on Reddit, it was like the original plus, and something else, but it was only really like $10, a couple dollars. The original plus is the one that I have, and it was only really going up like, I think $3. But there's that, and they're supposed to go up in January. This video is going to be too long if I'm gonna keep going on my phone to cross-check everything. So we will just continue with some of my recommended pens. So TWSBI already went up, Pelican already went up, Sailor is going up. Here's my thing about Sailor, okay? This one right here is the Japanese Sweet Treats one, and it's available at Endlesspens right now, actually. I saw it on their website, and you can use my discount code. I have an affiliate code with them. I'll link it down below, but like Endlesspens announced, their Sailor prices are going up January 15. The other Sailor pens, I actually get them usually, or in the past I've gotten them on Amazon. These two I got on Amazon, and you find that the older the model, the more likely you're able to find them on Amazon for cheaper because they're usually shipped directly from Japan. Ever since the tariffs have hit, they've gone up about $70 to $90 per listing, but they're still better than buying them from a US retailer. That's up to you to decide on where you want to buy your items. Just know that these ones would be gray market, so you wouldn't get a warranty. But these ones are special because they have a 21 karat gold nib, and there's talks about Sailor. They're not discontinuing a 21K gold nib, but they're really emphasizing on their steel nibs, and like they're putting out a new pen with mostly steel nibs. So their 21 karat gold nibs will be going up. But this is in the Sailor Pro Gear Slim model, which a lot of people don't like because it's too small for their hands. So in that case, you might want to get a Sailor Pro Gear or a Sailor 1911 large. The Sailor Pro Gear is a fan favorite for a lot of people. It has a 21 karat gold nib, and it's a comfortable weight. For me, I find it a little too big. However, I got this one during a sale, and I think I've seen it during Don't Miss the Boat sales. So that happens in September's. For Sailor, my camera battery died, so I have to use my iPhone instead. I apologize if the audio is bad, but I will try to hurry through the rest of this. Sailor tends to do a Don't Miss the Boat sale in September. They've been doing that the last 3 years that I've been in the hobby, so 3 years? It's been more than that. I don't know. So there's a chance that they would still do this in September, so you're not fully missing out. Plus, we don't know, like Sailor might just be going up 10% or something. I didn't check for that. They also have been doing anchor drops that are like random pens that probably don't sell that well or are unfavorable colorways, and I think those have been 40% off. This year they almost did one every month or every few months, but they didn't advertise it very well. So would I recommend that you buy a Sailor? If that's the only one that you're looking for, then yes, but I don't know. I will also drop my discount code for Pen Boutique down below because I think it works there. You gotta like add the code to cart to check if it works. I know it's excluded at Alice Stationers. I think you can use it at Endlesspens, and it's a gamble for Pen Boutique, okay? The last brand that we're gonna talk about is Platinum. Oh wait, no, let's talk about Pilot first. So here's the thing about Pilot. Pilot is a wonderful brand. We have the Elite 95S that I bought on Amazon, which was my first gold nib. We have this Pilot Vanishing Point or capless that I also bought on Amazon. This one came with a steel alloy nib, but I swapped it with a gold nib replacement, which I think personally is the best value that you're gonna get. I posted the math in another video. I can link that in the cards, but it works out a little better to just buy this on Amazon and then buy a gold nib unit from Pen Boutique with my discount code if it works. I did the math in the other video. You can check it out. But that's what I recommend for the Vanishing Point. I think it's still a really great value even if it's going up. I heard that it's going up to like 200 or 210. It's currently at 175 or 170 something. Yeah, I still think it's a really great pen. Even if it goes up in price, I don't think it'll go up too much. The other pens, this is the Pilot Custom 74, 742, and 743. This is an overpriced limited edition, so I don't recommend getting this one. I think it's also like sold out everywhere. But what I realized upon getting this is actually that I don't notice too much of a difference between the writing experience that I get from this versus your custom 743 or even the 742. I thought I would notice the difference in how thin the body is, but when I'm not holding these right next to it, you don't really notice that much. And then this is the best entry-level one for the price, the model, not that specific limited edition. 742, this one has the best FA nib, the Falcon nib, and I got this one on Amazon, so I can try to link that one. But the one that I really recommend you get is this one. It is the Pilot Custom 743 Verdigris. And the reason I recommend this, assuming that the prices will go up, is because this is a limited one and they announced that they're not going to be running these anymore. So now's your best time to get this one. And this is one of my top 5 pens. There's that. Finally, let's get into Platinum. Platinum said that they're going to raise their gold nibs 40%, and everybody's freaking out about it, as they should. I only have a few Platinum pens. This is the Laurel Green in a coarse nib. I would not recommend getting a coarse nib. I would recommend getting a medium or maybe a fine, depending on what spectrum of nib size you enjoy, especially considering the Japanese. This was my first Platinum, and I bought it from Atlas Stationers. And Atlas Stationers, you can use the discount code on Platinum pens. It's 10% off. I will link it down below. However, affiliate discount codes which I think is Atlas's only codes right now, they end on after December 31st. Like, they end at the end of the year, and I don't know if many people know that. So if there's anything that you want from Atlas Stationers, now is the time to buy it, because all of the affiliate codes will end at the end of 2025. They will be announcing a new affiliate program in the first quarter of 2026, but they have not told us who will be a part of it, and what the discount codes will be, what the commission rates will be for affiliates, and they also said that it will be within the first quarter of the new year, which means anywhere between January to March. They clarified for us even that it could even be the last day of March. I'm sure they're really busy wrapping up the holiday season, and they even have their end of the year sale right now, which is actually really good. They're doing 50% off on a lot of pens. But if there's anything that you were thinking about getting from Atlas, I know like their 10% works on the Traveler's Company notebook inserts and things like that. That's where I like to get mine. Now is the time to get them, you guys, because we don't know when they'll renew our codes and who will even be a part of it. Obviously, I'll link mine down below, and I appreciate it if you use mine, but there's a bunch of other creators. Use your favorite creators' codes. One pen that recently I unboxed, which I haven't even posted on my channel yet, is this Platinum. And the reason I'm talking about it now is because I have always wanted this pen, and I've always wanted the Sakura Blossom one. And because I had been eyeing that one, I know for a fact that the Sakura, the Cherry Blossom one, is going up, because I was looking at the yen. It's definitely going up. I don't remember how much, but the way I calculated it was like, if I were to go to Japan next year, I was basing off of eBay prices. I don't know if I was basing off of retailers in the US prices, because these ones are significantly more expensive than these ones. But eBay has them for a decent price right now, or they did. And if you read the yen or the translation for on the Platinum website, the serial number, you can match that with the pen. The Cherry Blossom one, it was going up. It would have been more worth it if I bought the one from eBay now than if I wait until, like, even going to Japan and buying it at that yen conversion price. It would still be more expensive next year because of the price increase. I hope that wasn't too many words. I don't know if I'll get that Cherry Blossom one, because I just splurged on way too many pens at this Atlas year-end sale, and I have enough pens. So I think that's all. Ultimately, the pens that I would get the most if I were to panic buy, which I don't want to induce FOMO on anyone, this is just to inform anybody who might still have been out of the loop, I'd probably go for a Platinum, because they're going up 40%, which is kind of insane. And then the second best option would be this Verdigris, because it's discontinued, and this would be your best chance to get it for a lower price, and not lower price, but like before the price increases and before it like sells out forever. So yeah. And then this one supposedly is discontinued, but I still see it on Amazon, so I don't really know. I know Pensacci was the one that announced discontinuing of Pilot Vanishing Points, or Pilot Capless, and it caused a little bit of a frenzy, but then there was like a mistake where it was like, oh, we're not actually discontinuing it, we're just discontinuing some models, like some colorways. So, but this one was a really good deal, so you should check out the video that I made on that. That's all for now. I hope you guys don't get mad at me if this was not informative in the best way that it could have been. I've just been seeing so many things on all different kinds of platforms about these price increases, and on top of that, the Atlas code. I feel like people have gotten really used to like, oh, you can use a discount code there. And you still can if you have like a birthday coupon, or you save up through their rewards program. And it's not going away, okay? Like, I have to remind myself that. It's just that we don't know when they're announcing the new affiliate program, so you might not have a discount code for 1 to 3 months. That is all. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments below. If there are more price increases that I did not mention in this video, or if you know more information, please share down in the comments below so that we can all understand more as a community. I really hope this doesn't upset anybody. I really don't want to be influencing any more spending than has been planned in your personal goals. So please don't go out and buy more pens just because you're afraid. Okay? There's always secondhand market pens too, like Pen Swap on Reddit and things like that. All right, I gotta stop, but I will talk to you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a beautiful day.